Hey guys, quick video. Got these RGB door speaker grill lights for the C8. Just a quick little install video. Comes with all the hardware you need, all the harnesses. I'll show you guys how to get the door panel off. This is from Cardi, a little cheap eBay brand, but nice little accent to the C8s. On the door panel, first thing you guys want to do, underneath this door handle here, you'll pop this guy off. There's gonna be 2 screws, and then down here there's 2 more screws there you gotta get it off. And in terms of screws, that's all there is, and you pop the rest of the door panel off, and I'll show you guys how to do that. All right, so when you're getting this guy off, just get a little plastic trim tool. You want to pry the front of this. You want a gentle plastic tool because you don't want to scratch up the leather. There you go. Just like that, pops out. Piece that comes out looks like this. This tab goes towards the back. That's why you want to pry the front of it, not the rear. You've got your 2 screws right there you could take out. All right, so got the top guys off. These bottom 2 are out. Those are these right here. They got these little plastic washers on them. That's the only screws holding them in. You're gonna wanna probably grab it here firmly, probably put another hand on the door, just to be able to pop it out. It takes a little bit of force, but just take your time, be gentle with it. It'll pop right off. Just pull straight out. And then there's a few pop clips here along the bottom and on the side. Once you get those off, you'll slide the door panel up and out, and I'll show you guys what that looks like. All right, so got the door loose. It does take quite a bit of force, but it comes right out. You can see there's that yellow clip here, down here, along the bottom, a couple on the side, but you want to get it, loose like this, and then you'll go ahead and push up. Let's see if I can do it with one hand here. Like that, up. All right, so you got the door panel off, got all the clips out, push it up and out. There's gonna be 2 connectors here, right there and right there. Pull the red tab back, go ahead and squeeze it down, and then it should pop right out. All right, so sometimes those clips can be kind of a pain. It helps. You undo that red tab, you get a little pick right there, push that down, pull it out. Same as goes for the black connector here. See right there. Got the door panel off. Got this cloth here. Pretty easy to get this part off. Just take it off the tabs here, here, there, there. Move that out of the way, and you've got access to the bolts holding in your speaker grill. You're gonna want to take this clip off. This is your seat memory clip. So got this gray clip loose, push it down, pull it out. So that's off. Now we got a bunch of screws we gotta get off to get the speaker grill out. Not every single one of these has to come out. What's easy to do is to take your new speaker grill and compare it and see which screws line up and which ones you got to take out. I'll show you guys that here in a minute. All right, so all the bolts that need to come out are out. There's 11 of them. They're T15 Torx. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Once you have all these screws out, you don't need to disconnect the speakers or take these screws out. There's a few on the bottom here you don't need to take out either. Just press the grill out from this side. You can use these, just push them out, and you'll hear it kind of start popping out. So once you start pushing it out on the other side, you'll see it starts coming loose here. Just grab it, start popping them out. and yeah, that one dropped right out. As you can see, the speakers are still held in. Don't want to take those out. You've got the speaker grill right here. All right, so once you get your speaker grill off, you'll notice that GM kind of glues these in. They're not screwed in. That one is screwed in, but these three are not. This is one of the screws we took out earlier, attached to the door panel. What I do is just get a blade and kind of slice off the glue they have, and then with the rest of it, we'll end up drilling out. Get a little drill bit, drill out just slightly enough to break this loose, pop it off. The kit comes with other supplied screws that you can use to screw this memory seat button onto the new speaker grill. All right, so on this side we got kind of lucky. Used the blade there, cut off the glue or melted plastic that holds these in. All these came off with the exception of this one. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just take a 1/4-inch drill bit and drill it out just a little so we can separate this, and this should come right off. All right, so got the memory seat button assembly off. Go ahead and swap it on to the new speaker grill. All right, so with the provided screws, you're gonna put 3 of them, one here, and one here. Leave this guy open. This one is gonna get screwed in when we screw it back to the door panel. It's gonna go through the door panel and then into this on this side, so leave this guy open. All right, we get this back on the door panel. We've got this wire here. We're gonna wanna thread this wire down through right there. So just kind of wiggle that through, grab it on the other side. There you go. Pull it through, get this guy on, and put it there. Make sure obviously you pull the wire through. Don't pinch the wire in there. Get the wire through, push it in, and same as taking it apart, put the screws back in on the same holes on the other side. All right, so got all the screws back on. Don't forget, plug in the memory seat button connector. And then what we're gonna do next, they provided us with a hole saw drill bit. We're gonna go ahead and drill out a hole here for one of the ambient LEDs, and I'll show you where to wire that, where to put the control box, and where to wire everything for the control box and the adapter harness as well. All right, so they give you a couple of harnesses for each side. They give you this guy and then this box, this sub module. One end of it, you've got this LED ambient light that goes into that hole that we just drilled. So what we'll do, we'll unplug it from this box and feed it in from the other side going this way. And then we'll mount this box. This adapter harness, this side goes into the gray connector. And then the gray connector on the car side, or the door side, plugs in the other side, this felt wrapped connector. So it just provides power to this box. It's kind of like a tap, but yeah, I know the connector's black, but it does go to the gray connector here. I'll show you what that looks like when it's all done. All right, so getting closer to show you what everything looks like. Here's that control box. We're gonna take the provided double side, it's actually Velcro, but it's a double side sticky Velcro. Put it on here. We're gonna mount it pretty much right there. You've got 3 openings for LEDs. We only got 1 here, so this plug for that LED is gonna go ahead and plug in on this guy, or really any one of these. Probably just do it on this number 1. And then these 2, this is a power tap. This connects to the other splitter harness right there, and basically that taps power off here, which plugs into there. And then this third one plugs in to your actual light, to the speaker grill that's on the other side of this. All right, you guys, so it's all wired up. Got the control box taped up right under here. That's the bottom of the door. This is the top. I know we're upside down. The LED here, I've got them bundled up. Just a couple of zip ties, some nice wire routing. Taped up the two plastic connectors here just so they don't rattle. I zip tied them as well just to prevent any undesired rattles or anything like that in the car. This is plugged in, so only thing left is we're gonna put the felt cover back on, and this is gonna be what connects back to the car when we put it back together. This guy and this guy. Remember, the gray connector goes to the provided harness, and then the black connector goes back to the factory original harness. All right, door panel's back on. Just gotta get, remember these 2 screws up here, 2 screws down here, 1, 2. Peel the protective film off and you're good to go on the door panel. Same process, identical on the other side, just on the other door. All right, so for the center section footwell lights, we've got the power harness here. I've disconnected it from the control box. Instead of wiring it to one of the fuse boxes in there, because I know it's kind of a pain to find a switchable fuse, we're just gonna use the 12-volt cigarette port since that is off when the car's off. I just got this adapter from AutoZone. It's just a $10 pigtail. It just goes from that to a couple of loose ends. We're gonna splice them with these solder joints, I guess you call them. They're crimpless solder connectors. You could crimp them, nothing wrong with that. You want to make sure that you tie the two, the power and the trigger wire together, so the red and orange together to obviously positive. And then I'm going to cut this guy off and obviously connect that to the negative of this. It makes it a whole lot easier than trying to tap into a fuse behind the glove box or between the seats and the center console. I'll show you guys how it looks after I finish splicing them. All right, so we got our 12-volt hooked up to power. I snipped off the little fuse tap that they had provided with the harness just so I can get it spliced in straight to a 12-volt here. We're gonna route this through. I've already got one of the footwell lights through, but it's gonna go through there, through the other side. It's dark on the other side, but you can't tell. Basically, straight where my finger is, it just goes straight through. You can just feed it through and you can grab it from the other side. So that's what we're gonna do. 12 volts right there, feed it to the other side. That's where the main control box is, and that's where this LED is gonna go to, which we're gonna stick probably right here. All right, so we are wrapped up. I'll show you guys what I did for the footwell lights. First one is right here. This is the driver's side. Got it routed here. Just kind of tucked up in there to get the wires out of the way. They run down. You gotta pop this guy off. It's pretty easy. You just get your fingers up there. There's just some pop clips like these behind here, and you just pop those right out. The box itself is right here. I've got the wires coming in right through there. Let's see if we can get some light in there. Right there. So normally it'd be covered. So pluck it out. You can see light come to the other side. You just feed it right through to the other side to get to the power for the cigarette port and the other footwell light. So just feed it right through there, through here. Mount the box just on the other side of this footwell, and then the the lights mounted right there, just with the provided double side sticky tape. The control, so there's a little button that plugs into the box. I've run that underneath here, so when you pull this guy out, you see this wire right there. That runs all the way back, pretty much back here, underneath, around, and then in right here. So, got my control buttons right here, running back, down and around, underneath this trim piece right there. I'll take you guys to the other side so you can see the passenger side. All right, so passenger side, same deal. There's a cigarette port. You can see where it goes in, and then through those power wires are just going through to the other side. There's the light. That's where I stuck it to. You can see the 2 zip ties just for some cable management, keep the cables out of the way. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Just gotta snap this guy back on. Really the only cable you're gonna see is that 12-volt cigarette port going in there, but everything else is pretty well hidden away. And really, from the perspective of passenger, you're barely gonna see that, not really gonna see much of it. This is how the speaker grills look unlit. I think they look pretty clean. Not quite carbon fiber, but kind of close. Nice little pattern to them. I'll button this up and show you guys what it looks like lit up. All right, you guys, we are done. This is how the finished product looks at night in the garage with all the lights off. There's an app you can control all the colors, the direction it spins, a bunch of different combinations. But there it is. Got the footwell lights on both sides. And I think it looks pretty cool. Thanks for watching. Hope it was helpful.